jump, jump, normal attack, charged attack, sprint, jump, jump. Well, hello there, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Today we're going to be continuing the Archon Quest, Chapter 4, Act 1, the beginning of the Fontaine arc, we'll call it. Last time, basically we watched the show, we watched Linny's magic show. And he was doing a trick, or his first trick was he had this box. And yeah, the box was in the sky. Alright, his second trick, he was gonna switch places. There was a box on stage, it's broken now. He go in the box on stage. He selected a woman to go into this box, and then boom, they were supposed to switch. But then after they were supposed to switch, or I mean they did switch, I guess. Linny went out of this box, and in this box, the tank above there that was in the previous trick was dropped on this box, killing the person inside. It was not, however, the woman from the audience. It was one of Linny's assistants, a very good guy named Caldwell, apparently. And then the Hydro Archon of Farina was like, "Mate, I accuse Linny of being murderer and a woman kidnapper." And Novelette was like, "Alright, well, are we doing this?" And then we were like, we were like, "Mate, yeah, I guess we do this." And so we do this, now we're investigating. I think that's a rundown. Anyways, yes. We actually freaking saw someone die, man. It is not often that we see people die in this game. I mean, spoiler alert, if you made it this far, I'm sure you know what happened in the Zuma arc. What's her name? Blessing Nora got absolutely dunked on by Raiden Shogun. Aside from that, I don't remember any other death. We did see that one guy dead during one of the Archon quests with Danezef, the statue, the upside down statue. We did see that character dead, right? But we didn't see them get killed. And the same thing with Blessing Nora. She did not, or she got killed, but we didn't see that. So I'm trying to remember if there's any other instances of people just straight up dying, or we see someone dead. And I feel like those are the only two instances. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of any other instances. But anyways, we are investigating, and we're playing something is weird. I do not know what's going on. I think it's a quest item probably. Alright, we have this.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand.
Yeah. Also, someone, another thing that, could happen was that...
Why would it be him? How strange. Why would it...
This is Paimon with a mustache and glasses. I mean, how am I supposed to take this seriously? Oh my gosh, it looks like we might even have more things. But anyways, yeah. Let's just start talking and interacting with everything. We have E. We're E-ing everywhere. Alright, we see that there's a bunch of stuff. Examine a white line. This is where the magic box was struck. I'm gonna end pausing so I can actually read this properly. If Caldwell wasn't inside the box at that moment, he may have dodged a falling water tank. If he wasn't in the box, he would dodge a falling water tank. Well, obviously, yeah. Someone wanted to kill this man, so he was put in the box because the woman was taken out and Caldwell was put in. And so easily, no one could have died, and the woman could have simply been kidnapped. But with the additional murder, bad. Indeed. The broken magic ball was left in the scene after the guards completed their investigation, looking at another water tank with a struck in it really hard. That's what we call gravity. Gravity do be gravitying. Okay. Ooh, up here, is there? Oh, the rope, burnt rope.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Indeed.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Exactly. I don't think it was burned by fireworks or pyrotechnics. I think someone burnt it themselves. Cannot be Linny. Well, I mean, technically it could be Linny. But it's very unlikely to be Lenny because he was in the box and he had no pyro vision, and so the distance between him and the rope very far, so probably can't be him, but definitely could be something set up beforehand by him. So I mean, he could do this. So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
book in top. I was just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material!
Okay, what does that mean?
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Special rope. The rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigator has shown the location where the rope snap has more flammable material. So it was supposed to be burned. It was set up in the beginning. I think we talked to him already. All right, let's go back here. Maurice.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
Fair
The
enough.
seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Can you tell us who she is?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Why is she painter?
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Okay.
Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects.
Exactly. That's what the Magic Troop was probably not the one who wanted to kidnap her. It was someone else, and that person, again, that was a big deal. The person who kidnapped the lady was the one behind all this because they wanted the chance to kidnap people because they're weird, okay? And so, cannot be the Magic Troop. But that doesn't mean that she might have personal grievances or conflict with another person, and that person may be the person the real kidnapper.
She wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Indeed.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
I think they're all women of the same age, right?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Indeed.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting you know all
No
this.
need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
You got it, Chief? Wait, glasses and mustache, man, that's just
It
like
is of
Paimon.
utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Of course. Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey was the missing person. She's a famous painter. Watch show, take break. Didn't know she'd be entangled in quarrels with Lenny's magic. Indeed. What do you gotta say, Mr. Nothing? Right. What do you guys gotta say? Nothing? Alright, awesome. Oh my gosh, why do I have to use the main traveler? Why she walks so slow? Why can't I equip any speed boost swords on her? Where's my double animal for resonance of wind? Okay, what do you guys have to say?
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
I knew it! Random number selector was rigged! The person who wanted to kidnap Lady rigged it in the first place. It may have been Lynette. We're not saying Lynette's innocent, but it was rigged at the beginning, obviously.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Exactly.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
I may have said at the end of last episode that I may have been like that she wasn't selected randomly, but I may have only thought that and not said it. So I did think that, but if I didn't say it, then I guess I'm a phony.
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Yeah, we're absolutely screwed, but hey, we have nothing to lose. I'm pretty sure, so.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared.
You mean unlucky?
Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
Very intelligent move.
Turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Indeed, it was
I'm sure
rigged.
you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Yes, he knew, but also everyone else knew.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Thanks, sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Not exactly. Anyone could have rigged it. And anyone could have known what seats were reserved. And it could have been rigged, after the show started, where Lenny could not have touched the machine, you know? Device that was used during Lenny's magic show, choose lucky member, however, found that the guard choose exactly thing someone temper. Okay. Invidioso. Alright, now we go into the audience. Gosh, movement speed, come on. I rolled for C6 Lenny just so my movement speed would be faster. And now I'm stuck with no movement speed. Obviously, we can talk with them. Okay. You guys have anything to say? No, you guys don't have anything to say. Okay, well, let's talk to Lenny and these people. Yeah, it looks like that. These guys are the only thing up here.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Oh, yes,
I
indeed.
think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Okay. Oops. Wait.
Lenny's still talking
Okay, yeah, I
to the
can't talk with
think
them.
so-
Okay. Can't talk with Molly? Cannot. Oh, I can't talk with Molly?
Lenny's still talking
Nope.
to the
Why
guards.
am I getting trolled? Okay. Sure, another piece of evidence will be in this box. Surely. Bang. Ooh, there's another thing over here. What do you have to say, mister? Looks like an ordinary magic box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from being inside it. How did he do it? I honestly don't know. No idea how he could have done it, but he did it, you know. He's one of the magicians all time.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that a good thing for us or a bad thing for us? Are you gonna incriminate us or are you gonna help us?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
Alright, sure, I got a piece of rope for
We don't
you.
have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Ooh, okay, wait. And he actually used the word I shouldn't say he, I should say the Genshin writers or English writers. They used the word hypothesis correctly instead of using the word theory, which would be incorrect in this what's it called? What's the word? In this context, they actually used the word hypothesis, which is correct. Oh my goodness, I like this man already.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Indeed.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Okay. I am
That makes sense. So, what
all
do you
ears.
think of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
alright, Lynette is definitely cat, so jumping would be in her skill set for
When
sure.
the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Okay, not a bad hypothesis.
Wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
I mean, it was pretty loud.
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have been started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true.
Right, okay.
Suppose
Water tank was
I must reconsider.
stoic. So, maybe no one jumped on it. But again, it doesn't mean that someone could have cut the rope in another way.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound. Before switching performed, there was a thud that audience members can hear. So that means it was around the audience area. Okay. I think our last clue might be around here. Nope, I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm missing a clue. wait, hold up. Can I leave? Am I allowed to leave? Wait, okay, no. Can I just leave? Because remember when we could have left and go to the other stairs? There might be something, cause yeah, it says clues inside the opera house, so that means anywhere. Oh, okay, we got a cutscene.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Did we auto here? I think so. Or do we just keep clicking?
You mean us?
Yes, what else would she mean, Paimon?
That's
Come
right.
on.
If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
No. Man, I don't even know where I'm from. That's a good question. Where am I even from?
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
I'm clicking.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
The Spina de Rosula. See, now that's not a terribly hard, difficult name to say.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Spina de Rosula does it.
I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Navia, thank goodness your name is easy to pronounce. I've just been sick of Nivelet.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Alright, boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Alright, what's the other guy's name? Is it Gold? I swear, is it Gold?
And I'm Melus.
Nope, I'm wrong.
Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my
Of course, Melus Demoiselle.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
No idea.
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
Oh, she's Demoiselle.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Alright, Navia.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
Right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time.
Are these people just not afraid of getting kidnapped? Like, is Charlotte and Navia are just not afraid of getting kidnapped? Because aren't they like prime suspects?
Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Alright, tell me more.
We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Alright, terrible way to come up with that conclusion, but you know, it's all good.
To point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
I mean, obviously it's for showmanship. I don't know, like, I thought that was obvious.
But that's not uncommon for her.
Oh,
if you
okay.
remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
Yeah.
Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Yeah, she griefed herself.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Farina was inting. That's the word. She was inting.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like
All
that.
right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute. Did that answer count?
I mean, I do think the Hydro Archon is pretty likable. As long as you're not under her direct fire and she's accusing you of doing crimes, then, you know, I think she's quite a fun. That Geovision we see, I think she's quite a good character, but I think for the most part, it's yeah.
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well, no, but I'm also not from Fontaine, so you know.
Well?
No, well, I only got one option anyways.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easier for the truth to fall by the wayside. Something so serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. Truths fall by the wayside, yes. If we're looking in the eyes of justice, if justice don't be served, then bad happening. So we have to make sure the truth do not fall, so justice perseveres.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Yeah, we're different. We're built we're different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
By the way, I'm like talking a lot in between people talking in this episode just because I want to really make sure that I figure out this detective case myself, and so I need to kind of talk to continue my train of thought.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
Based in
And
fact,
if
of
that
course.
can be done, boss, then
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
Whoa.
I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait. I'm helping you? What?
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Man, we're just cooperating. I don't see like what the word assistant. We're just cooperating.
More like it.
Then you're missing a Pokemon. Seems like you already agreed.
far be it from me to brag, but I believe that demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Okay, I mean a second opinion is not
You
bad.
wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
I want to sing right now, but I know if I sing, it will be terrible. So I'll try not to sing.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, thanks, Silver.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Okay, that was a weird encounter. I don't know what that added to anything, but
Speaking of that, I think magic shows would be very popular in Poisson.
what the frick is Poisson?
I can see that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic. If I could make things disappear, cleaning my room would be a cinch.
You need not worry about such things, demoiselle. That falls under my duties.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, right.
Something about her face. I can't put my finger on it, but her face looks a bit different from other gacha characters. Because obviously she's a gacha character because she has a vision. E. Alright, what do you gotta say?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case.
Indeed.
Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
I mean, fair enough.
So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
Doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
So it's possible. It's possible. What you trying to say?
Sure.
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time.
Alright. What if we don't trust you? What if you're in cahoots with the kidnapper?
I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck.
Oh, unlucky.
But still, I did not abandon my post. And I
Okay.
stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Or I'm gonna have to trust you on this one.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Which means they left through somewhere else, or they're still here.
Alright,
Which would be
thank you
awkward.
for your help. This'll be useful info.
I don't know how that would be very useful, but entrance and exit of the opera house. No one left the opera house during the show and after the incident happened. Only those who are identified cleared by the guards could leave. So that means they could have got their identity and cleared.
Note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Oh yeah, I guess that. Again, honestly, don't really care how he did his trick. I mean, in the nicest way possible. I don't really care how he did his trick. Oh my god, I have all my characters back. We're free to move. The movement it's beautiful again. I think I my thought there. But indeed, yes, we can see how magic's made. Don't really care, honestly, but I just want to really end this Archon quest, so I have to be honest.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Fair enough.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
And then you'll be fine for
You
being
may spare
sus.
the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Man, I don't even know.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
Alright.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
I guess they're easy to agree.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Right, she is in this because of the disappearance of the lady. So I guess that's kind of her main motive.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
And indeed, yeah, I'm also curious. Because again, the person who kidnapped is probably the one who did the crime.
Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
It's a
I'm
box.
not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
I swear there was stuff on top here. I could be wrong though.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other
I knew
decorations
it!
here? Where did all that go?
Wait, Navia, you were in the audience this whole time? Wait, I didn't even see you though.
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same. Okay, now that's an observation if I've ever seen one.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed.
Yes.
I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Okay. Down the ladder. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
And this passage links the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel.
Okay.
See this flatbed trolley?
Here.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
Okay, so the box inside the box goes down here, move, travel, member go up ladder.
This trolley can
Hey.
raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
All right.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Makes sense?
That's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Oh, okay, so the person wouldn't know that they're being moved. Maybe slightly know, but they wouldn't know because it's dark. Then what about your side of the trick?
You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
What the heck is a
My
phonograph?
assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is sort of the audience member doesn't know they're being moved, and this is for Lynette to being a little rat, or not Lynette, Linny, being a little rat and just like going over and going up.
What about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
What the heck is a what the, huh?
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I was the one who walked out of the box at the end. What? What does that mean?
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Oh, so, huh? Really? Wait, did he have a star? Oh, I have to rewatch that now. That's interesting. Cause I mean, no way they're gonna change the teardrop in star. So if even that, oh, I have to rewatch it. They had a star on their face. Also, twins, tail, cat ears, height difference. What do you mean? Eye color. Well, I mean, you can do color contacts. Yeah, ain't no way I'm believing that.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
And other twins. Yeah, but anyways.
That's how it all worked. Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
All right, yeah. So apparently, okay, that makes sense. If you guys, one last go through it. Linny in that box, audience member in the other box. Audience member slowly shipped down. They didn't even know what was happening, because there was a box inside the box. And Linny in that other box climbed out like a little rat. He climbed the other side. And then we had Lynette in the back of Linny's box, the initial box. Then she went out and she did the trick. And then she exited at the back of the box before the thing come crushing down. She clutched it. Linny make to the other side. He opened door. He like, ta-da, here's me. And then the audience, he calls for the other audience member to come out. But it seemed that the other audience member did not come out. The other audience member was kidnapped and replaced with Caldwell. And Caldwell died. Indeed, that was a summary. You can tell a lot of thought was put into
Lynette
this.
would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending.
Yeah, so this was for the performance. Or the effect.
I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Yes, is there any other things in the bottom here? That's very important.
I really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
Ingenious.
Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yeah, they could tamper with evidence.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone.
Because they can't.
We're counting on you.
Alright, you got it. The magic trick. We got the detail, but we did not get the detail of how Lynette got out of the water box. I guess it doesn't matter. In which Lynette in Linny's clothes remained hidden. She would appear at the end of magic and leave people to be Linny instantly. Audience the magic box in the center of 2-layer beneath the entrance tunnel. Lucky. Yeah. Indeed. Alright, eating it up. Hold my nuggets. Alright, this quest is getting up so long. Let's do it one by one. This should be a control device for the trolley seem to be able to automate automatically. I'm already confused. Oh, ladder. Examine ladder. In order to return the okay, magician to wealth or something, I don't know.
Huh. What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lenny didn't mention this earlier.
It was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Dropped hook rope. A rope that has fallen to the ground. The metal hook looks like it was tied to the end of this rope. It's unclear. Did it get burnt on the end? Is this something to do with the dropping of the cage? Mayhaps.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick.
Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear.
Amazing.
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
I got it. The person who kidnapped the lady accidentally knocked the vase over. Vase dropped, and we hear sound from audience. This was the cause of loud banging.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
I'm a genius. I figured it, I should say. Broken water vase, many pieces. All water spilled. Judged for a distance, seen unlikely knocked over by a trolley meant to transport the magic box. Figuring it out, guys.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
This flat thing.
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
What the heck are the glasses have swirls in them now?
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Young lady's clothes. The clothes belong to Halsey, the lady who went missing. Alright, I figured it out. There was a wardrobe change because to exit, you need to look like a different person, and so she changed her disguise. She was not kidnapped. She was not even. It wasn't even Halsey in the first place. Or no, what I'm trying to say is, Halsey never went to the play. Instead, it was someone who was impersonating Halsey, and then she got herself. Don't know why she would do this, but she got herself in this whole situation just to frame Lenny, and so it wasn't Halsey who went to the play, but the person who wanted Lenny to be arrested, or at least the person who wanted. But then where would Lenny be in the real world? Who knows? Or where would the real Halsey be? Don't know. The real Halsey is somewhere else, maybe actually kidnapped, and then this Halsey that we saw in the play was never real to begin with. It was someone who wanted to kill Caldwell or wanted to make Lenny get arrested. I figured it all out. I'm a genius. Am I missing any? No. Okay. High percentage required to complete the magic show, and the tracks are perfect in making the trolley stay in designated course. Yeah, so trolley probably. I mean, yeah, I wasn't thinking that the trolley went off. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Indeed. Okay, before I say the word. The Charlie is crucial for transporting the magic ball on the other side. Clover also uses to execute your plan. Oh my god, you vented! The sussy Baka vented! Among Us!
What is this place?
Looks like a
It
vent.
seems someone could fit through here.
Indeed.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
This is where the fake Hasley, I'm calling them fake Hasley because I'm pretty sure it's fake. The fake Hasley changed their disguise and they vented because they were sus.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too narrow.
That's what I'm saying. Hasley went in here, but how was Caldwell put inside the box? I don't know. That's what I'm still figuring
There
out.
are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than the magic boxes, and Lenny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
You're right. Let Paimon write that down.
10 event can only allow 1 person, barely, but leaving along the missing lady seems like an unrealistic prospect. The missing lady was the venter. She's sus.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Okay, we're good.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Did I figure it out, guys? I don't know. Surely one of the things I mentioned was correct. Return to surface. Can I return? Okay, here. Return to lower surface. Alright, this video is already getting a bit too long. I kind of want to end it soon here, but I really wanted to end the quest today,
the
but
state of the crime scene.
I don't think we can.
Let's
Okay.
find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Where'd the moose go? Oh, there he is.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Hey, you the sussy man?
So,
Who's
what did the guards
sus?
say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement.
Okay.
The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
Oh.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The oratrice will
That's right.
too.
This is how indemnitium is produced.
Indemnitium.
Statements from both
Which is the
sides,
energy.
the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the oratrice.
Okay.
To put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own will and is a judge in its own right.
Okay.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
I mean, it's always better to have multiple people who are trying to be as least biased as possible in
Once
cases
both
like these.
sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
That is true. If Neverlet always says things that the oratrice agrees with, then that means he's ballin'. That means he's ballin', right?
Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Oh, great.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Also, now they're stuck with us. Unlucky,
They're
really.
concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Okay, now I have no time to be
In that
picky.
case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Oh, very
I
appreciated.
mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
I mean, I suppose so.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Alright, let's break out. Let's go time.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
I don't get it. Paimon's small. How can she eat so much?
No snacks. Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
What do you mean?
Huh? Here? But how?
Is Navia the snack
Understood,
maker?
Mademoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
What's going on?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
What the heck?
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Ooh.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
What? She's the one making snacks? Okay.
We are quite the interesting group.
Must be the Spina de Rosula thing. Methodically handles the ingredient and pull off fresh macarons.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
Ain't no way we're trying to solve a murder case and there's just macarons. Just boom.
The way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
Oh, okay, yeah, of
And
course.
I was giving encouraging smiles.
Well, that's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Mate, I'm sure she's done this multiple times. She's an expert
Well, I
macaron
doubt it's
maker.
carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
Don't know much about bacon, but it sounds
Anyway,
reasonable.
give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Wow, perfect.
3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Sure.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
Alright.
However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly. Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So there's left 2 other people, the missing girl and the
The
deceased.
bass and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
Halsey and criminal in the tunnel.
resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
But why was she stripped?
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence of this third person ever existing, so the criminal's Halsey.
True.
Bang.
None of
Got
the
it.
clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
He dead, so one person left.
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking. But yeah, no way of knowing how the magic trick worked. Unless she did.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
It wasn't her, though.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
It was someone else who was dressed as
From
her.
the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
That sounds like a good macaron to me.
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Wait a minute.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
Oh, poor guy.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Wait, who else stole them? The stealer is the murderer.
Besides,
Not yeah,
Paimon knows
something.
that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
There could be something weird going on here. I actually don't think Paimon did it.
Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons. Then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that. Oh, the someone is with us. Navia knows it. She knows it.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Of course. Wait, Margaret don't take almonds?
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
The second round of bacon over the 2 missing. However, discussion that follows did not yield much
Well,
progress.
that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Okay.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Hmm.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Alright, thank you. Possibility of third person being involved. Neither Caldwell or Housley had any motive, but after trying to intervene, the likelihood of a third person far too low. Seems very low too.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
It's over.
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
So, indeed, we do have... Oh, what the heck? When did this appear in my inventory? It appears that Chai had lost control of the power elements within the power. The vision had lost its glow once after the owner left it behind. Well, there goes the vision. We yoinked it. We yoinked it from, Child. No, he gave it to us.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations. Well, but why would it... We all heard that...
Wait, we're missing a
That's
conversation.
That size wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon. Well...
Oh, wait, do we need to hear Paimon talk all this?
Him.
Alright, maybe I'll look at all this next episode, and then maybe I'll come up with a little bit of something in my mind again. I already kind of have something out. I think that how the situation went, and you've been hearing it through this entire video. But again, I'm not 100% sure, unfortunately, so it's gonna be a little bit before we figure it out. But oh my gosh, this Archon quest, how much episodes has it been? 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th episode on this act. Wow, and we still have a whole nother act to do after this, and we still have the rest of this one to do. So, thank you so much for watching, and next time we will I don't know, will we start a trial? Wait until the day of the trial. We'll start a trial and we'll figure out And hopefully we can figure it out and defend our buddy Lynette. Or I'm not Lynette. Linny. Again, I am thinking that the suspect is someone who is disguised themselves as what's his name? What's her name? As Hasley. And that person wanted to kill Caldwell, wanted to incriminate Linny, and that person also knew everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm just spewing garbage, am I? But that person knew everything knew all of Linny's tricks. So they were a mastermind behind everything. And yep, okay. Bad explanation. Thank you for watching. Continue next time.